I am I'm here in Whitfield, Victoria, and just moving around enjoying the sunshine now that the frost is thawing out off my car, and just enjoying another beautiful chilly but sunny day. And today I just wanted to talk about this recent campaign's been launched by Peter Mac Hospital in Melbourne, where they're promoting the fact that 30% of cancers are preventable. And it's a simple message, but it's very much a good message for everyone to consider the depths of it. Fundamentally, it's talking about mainly diet and lifestyle. There's obviously other environmental factors too that occur, but the diet and lifestyle contribute to 30% of cancers, making a large section of the 50,000 Australians who die of cancer each year actually a preventable thing in the future. So of course it's really fantastic that we do have a leading cancer hospital that's treating so many people, that is leading this conversation about prevention, because this whole issue of adjusting your lifestyle to assist yourself while you're being treated, is a specific thing, but more generally all of us, many of us can benefit from taking these actions earlier and preventing the increasing alarming rates of cancer across the country. So, and I think it just also puts a full stop on some false notions that are going around, that somehow we should accept that 50,000 cancer deaths in the future, will continue to grow. I note the Victorian government have, actually got targets to greatly increase the rate of survival and the time of survival for cancer patients themselves. But as a society and a community, if we actually adopt lifestyle changes and adjustments, we can actually have a huge impact on future cancer rates that aren't inevitable. They aren't inevitable for us as individuals, as families, always, and then 30% are simply preventable by making lifestyle and diet adjustments. It is, I suppose, harder to do it, nail down how to do that, because there's a lot of conflicting information. But there's some basic things we know about taking out some of the toxins and about doing some things to improve our immune health fundamentally, so that we don't end up in a situation that I ended up in, which was a stunted immune system and my right lung overwhelmed by tumours that had spread to the adrenal gland, lymphatic node, and to my thyroid. So, and we're pressing into my spine. So, the end result of all those health messages, I suppose, when you're younger, just think, doesn't matter. I'm bulletproof. I can take as much stress, as much acidic, high processed food, as much red meat, as much alcohol as I need to. But reality is most of us are not bulletproof, and all these actions, these combined effect of all these high cancer and immune stunting actions, will be to put you in that 50% category. And then of course when you're in that 50% category, other numbers come into play in terms of survival. It's having dug myself out of that, edge of that cliff, and it took a long time, 24 months, a lot of hard work, 4 different treatments, all sorts of side effects from treatments, a lot of changes, a lot of social isolation, depression, all sorts of things I had to overcome. And, it would have been so much easier to have adopted a healthier lifestyle from the beginning. And I have no doubt that if I had looked after my immune system, I wouldn't have got to a stage 4 situation. My immune system would have been functioning and would have been clearing cancer cells and would have been preventing tumours forming. Of course, cancer is just a part of life. Cancer cells occur, and that's why the immune system's there. It actually cleans them up, and that's a normal functioning thing. So, you know, we will all, many of us will have to live with cancer, but we can actually avoid early death from tumours. Many of us can, if we actually address our immune system. Now, obviously, there's other people who get cancer because of extreme exposure to certain chemicals like asbestos, tobacco. And there's yet others who do have genetic predisposition to cancer. But the good news is, just with diet and lifestyle changes, 30% of cancers are preventable. And that is, to me, a very positive message to keep emphasising. And that just accepting this huge cancer death rate is really not acceptable. We shouldn't just get into that passive negative acceptance of it. I think, you know, if terrorists were blowing up, killing 50,000 Australians a year, I'm sure the governments would swing into action. Here, this epidemic's been going on for a while, but, you know, it's now, since the 50s, have been pointing out some of the problems with the lifestyle in terms of increasing cancer risk. So it's sort of time for us to take a bit more solid action, and that really means we should be as serious about sugar and some of these other, obesity and some of these other issues, as we have been about tobacco in Australia.